Where do you start with trans voice training? This one's for the ladies. Hey, my name's Scott with Seattle Voice Lab, and the first thing you want to be focusing on is pitch. So generally you want your voice to be right around B3 on a nice A, ah sort of sound. A, ah, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Next, what you want to do is you want to try to make that voice breathy. This is going to come into play later as you start to learn about resonance. So take that ah sound, it'll be easier on ah. Ah. And if you're feeling overzealous, hey. From there, you want to take that, put that in a box and put it aside. Next, you're going to learn about resonance. If you're looking for a nice bright resonance, you want to give it a nice like ew sort of sound. Think like ew, gross. Watch how the larynx lifts when I make that sound. Ew, ew. The larynx is what is giving you that really bright sort of nasally sort of space. Keep an eye out for anything that kind of goes like ow, ow. It's called pharynx tension or covered sound. We don't want to do that. Next, you're going to take that breathiness out of the box and we're going to bring these two together. It's going to kind of go like this. Ew. Now, this will be really hard. This is where people really struggle with the voice training element. But you're essentially taking a really, really tight spot where it's really, really bright, relieving that tension and opening the quotient on top of it at the same time. In other words, you're just making that ew sound nice and breathy. Ew. From this point forward, you want to try and manage your volume as well. Ew. Try to find a place that's comfortable. It doesn't feel too tense, doesn't feel like you're stressing too much or anything of the sort. It should be easy at that point. At that point, you want to consider what I like to call tonal consistency, and then just make that voice consistent across a very monotone way of speaking. Say phrases that you say every single day. Ew. Hey, how are you? How's it going? Ew. I'll have a small cup of coffee, please. From there, you want to introduce a little bounce into the sound. I'll have a small cup of coffee, please. And then if you really want to get creative with it, you can kind of throw in some like pitch changes. I like to think about a cheerleader. Hi, today I'll have a cup of coffee. And then from there, it's learning how to not only trust that space, but also relax into it. Today I'll have a cup of coffee. Today I'll have a cup of coffee. And then as you start to learn this place, you can let it relax. You can play around with your pitch a little bit. You can kind of go lower with it. You can kind of go higher with it. Just kind of go wherever you want with it. And that's how to do it. Follow me for more tips.